Hello, zinesters. Welcome back to the catmothcrow channel. I always feel so awkward when I am recording these intros. But if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Dayna and I am a zinester. I love making, reading, and sharing DIY publications of all sort of stripes. If it's handmade and reproduced on a copy machine, it's probably going to be at least a little bit interesting to me. And today on my channel, I'm going to open the zine mail I received in my P.O. box for July and August and the very first couple of days of September. Let's go ahead and roll the introduction music so we can get started. Cool. So I have so much mail to share with y'all today. This is unfortunately going to be the last First Impressions Zine review for a couple of months. I'm entering a really busy season in my life. I help plan KC ZineCon, which is our local zine fest here in Kansas City. And it's coming up very fast. And I also have just some, personal life stuff that I want to get done. Running this channel takes up a lot of time. As much as I love to do it, I don't have the time to make sure I get to every single person's mail, to open it on camera in a timely fashion, to respond in a timely fashion. And I don't want people to have to wait months and months. So while I'd still love to trade zines with you or exchange pen pal letters, for now, these videos are going to be paused until probably 2026, if I'm being honest. I'm also hoping by pausing these, I'll have time to do more roll for zine, also some video essays. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's dive in. I have boxes. There are even boxes in my P.O. box this time. So let's move all this aside and then look at each of these zine boxes or letters one by one. Okay, we are going to start with this chewy box. Pretty sure I'm gonna need the scissors to get this one open. Wow. Holy smokes. I mean, I knew there'd be a lot of zines in here because it's a pretty chunky box, but still, wow. Let's kind of flip through what is here in this pile and then we'll choose one zine to kind of do a first impression review of. It's a postcard, which I will read off camera, a newsletter, lots of different mini zines. Ooh, well, I think I might know which one we're going to be flipping through. Tarot zines. And then it looks like some collage zines about a variety of topics, from simplicity to dating yourself. Oh, I take it back. I want to open this one. I want to look through this. As much as I really want to flip through the tarot one right now, this caught my eye. So this is Chasing Cars, Moth Queer number 2. I wonder if it's going to be like a perzine. So it looks like it's a text-heavy zine interspersed with some hand collaged illustrations. This is so up my alley. If you're a returning zinester, then you know that I love a perzine. And so I cannot wait to read your stories, Moth Queer. I can't wait to dive into all of these. So many of these look so incredible. Thank you so much for sharing all of these with me. We're off to a great start, y'all. Wow. All right, next up we have this golden red envelope from Charlie. Love this snail and frog over here. And it looks like this is another issue of Silly Goose Gazette, which is their monthly newsletter. I love to see that. Let's take a look at what's inside. No, I think I might have ripped the zine. No, we're good. Okay. Why I Snail. Alrighty, let's unfold this. Awesome. So yeah, they sent a copy of their newest newsletter zine. And then Why I Snail. Oh my gosh. When I take my time, everything just turns out better. So I think this is a zine about slow living, which really resonates with me lately, as I kind of talked about in the intro. There's not enough time to do everything, so I'm just gonna slow down. I love how this looks. I love the rounded edges. I love the snail illustrations. And I love that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see where this is going, and I am so excited. So the other side of the zine becomes Why I Frog, which I think is kind of like, you know, the opposite of being a snail. It's about being excited and kind of electric with energy, which, again, this resonates with me so much. I'm actually writing a zine right now that is dual-sided, and it's about kind of coming to terms with the fact that I'm kind of like a really excitable person. Really, I like live life in jazz hands mode. And so yeah, Why I Frog, I feel that really resonates with me too. This is, this zine might be tiny, but it is large in my mind. Like, it's resonating with me, and I barely explored it. Charlie, I think I said this last time. If I didn't, I'm going to say it now, but I'm so glad that you shared your zines with me, because you've become one of my very favorite zinesters to read, and getting a Silly Goose Gazette in my snail mailbox, it always makes my day. Thank you so much. All right, next up, we've got something from Nick's Zines. Happy mail indeed. Alrighty, Nick sent this poetry zine that is actually written by their husband, Wes. And it is full of haikus. Oh, Raven, why are you dressed in mourning when I am in love? This one caught my eye. Mouse on the back porch sees the cracker, sees me. I love how, like a traditional haiku, they all seem to be like nature-based, but they're all very like the nature of humans living in more urbanized areas, you know. The animals we see are ravens or squirrels or mice, rather than, you know, more wild creatures. Oh, again, another one I am so eager to dive into. It looks absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. All right, and then next up is from Nancy X. Ooh, fun washi tape. I might cut out some of the opening of envelopes in this episode, because I'm looking at the timer on the camera, and this is gonna be a long one, I can tell. All right, so Nancy included a letter that I'll read off camera, and then, will this treat from the Chinese bakery solve all my problems? Well, that's funny. This is cool. It's like a very precisely designed, that's not the right word. It's a zine that feels like it was very like designed. Like, this person, I feel like, could tell you the best font for any mood. But it looks like, yeah, it's both a graphic design dream and a little bit of perzine. How cool. It's also a zine I can tell it's going to make me very hungry. Thank you for sharing it with me. Like I keep saying, I'm so excited to dive into these. Our next zines come to us from Nina, who is one of the people who their zines just inspire me so much. They make witchy zines and purr zines, and so they're a big inspiration of mine. We're gonna look in their In Movement zine, which is a 24-hour zine about moving and finding a home. Ooh, already. Love the collage already. Nina always binds their zines with thread, and I love that. It adds such a special touch, and it's a touch I associate in my head with their zines. Little dream houses. Someday I would like to live in a boat, caravan, or tree house. This is a different sort of topic than I usually read from Nina. Usually I read their witchy zines, but it's a topic that I think is really resonant, and so it's going to be a great one to read, in the morning with a cup of coffee, as their zines, in my opinion, are best enjoyed. Oh, all of these. Choose your own queer adventure. Love it. This is great. Oh my gosh, I almost said I'm so excited to dive into this zine, but I am, y'all. Oh, I just don't know how to not be excited about zines. Oh man, rambling on. You'd think the more I do these, the better I would get at them, but no, I'm still just as rambly as I always am. These zines come all the way to us from Sweden, from a zinester named Ogi, or Ogi. But I am instantly drawn to this blue and green one called Null. Oh, so it's kind of like it might be like a animation in frames. I don't know if the camera is picking it up very well, but there's very fine illustrations layered over these kind of low contrast photographs. It's very spooky, very ghostly. I tried to learn Swedish a few summers ago, and I definitely encountered the word tack, but I don't remember what it means. I think it might mean thank you, but I'm not entirely sure. This was lovely though. It was so ethereal, so evocative. And I'm delighted to get zines all the way from Sweden, a country that is perpetually on my places I want to visit. This zine, it looks like it'll kind of talk more about Swedish life, or Ogi's journey of fitting in Sweden. Yeah, what a great collection of zines. Thank you so much for sharing them with me. Whoops, upside down. There we go. Next up, we have an envelope from Dave. And I open their envelopes when I get them because oftentimes we write each other letters and I want to be able to respond in due time. And that might be the big change I make to this whole series when it comes back. I might just do that with everyone's mail so I don't have to wait months before I can write people back. It always makes me feel bad. But yeah, instead just kind of show off the zine mail, still all in one big video, but it's not first impressions. It's just, here's the cool mail I've been getting. Anyways, Dave sent us Laser Attack number 8, which is their newsletter zine. It's very text heavy. Usually they kind of have more of a balance of text and pictures, but this one, they had a lot to say. They also sent along a new issue of 13 Facts, which is their mini zine series where they share 13 facts about a variety of subjects, and it looks like this one is about Patsy Cline, who is someone whose music I enjoy, but that I don't know a ton about, so this will be super educational. Awesome. Dave, it's always a pleasure getting zines from you, friend. These zines came to us from Kathleen, who also shared this beautifully stamped envelope. And I think we're gonna take a look at a few of my favorite things. I love the little bow, the collaging. Ooh, oh, it's very like, sticker junk journal vibes. I love this little collection of treasures. Oh, how fun. And each one has a story behind it. This is a fun idea for a perzine, to make a perzine, a mini perzine about your favorite things, to share them with the world. I feel like it's a great way to learn about people, to see the things that they covet and treasure. What a delight. Thank you so, so much. And I love your moth on the note as well. Excited to read that. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. Bridget from Commonplace Zine sent me such a delightful assortment of things, a bookmark, some stickers, a zine community guide. Love this, and a postcard. But I think I want to take a look inside Commonplace, which has this lovely foiled cover and a very cute bee. So Bridget's Commonplace zines kind of, they cover a whole range of topics. They have, as this one does, everything from recipes to haikus to activities, zine reviews, book reviews. There's a little bit of everything. Looking at the table of contents though, I think I want to check out the Pokemon picker because I love a Pokemon. I hope I get to pick my favorite Pokemon, which is Dratini, but we shall see. Whoa, okay. Oh, so I see. So it's not I thought it was gonna be a quiz that helps you pick a Pokemon, but instead it's like a Pokemon, you pick your favorite number and your favorite element, and it tells you what your Pokemon would be. Which, let's see here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is my favorite number. And then of these, I think I have to choose either fairy or maybe ghost, but ghost doesn't have one for 9. So I'm gonna choose fairy. And it looks like that is my Pokemon. I don't know what that is. So yeah, Poke people in the comments, tell me who that is, because I don't know. Oh, I am by no means a Pokemon expert. I just casually collected cards when I was in the 3rd grade. Ah, Labubu. I don't know about y'all. I don't think Labubus are cute. I really don't understand them. Or understand the hype, rather. Wow, yeah. This is a thick episode. What? Copy. Even by Commonplace standards. Like, there's a lot going on in here. Awesome. Oh, I love that guy. Shiny, shiny beast smiling at me. Oh, Bridget, it is always such a joy to see your mail in my snail mail box. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. And when I flipped open the cover of this, it said if you want a copy of this zine community guide, you can go to Bridget's Substack, and it has a free download. So yeah, get yourself a free zine from Bridget and support their Substack while you're at it. This came to us from Blair in Texas. They sent us Blair the Pear Myths. Ooh. So this looks like an art zine, and their style is like trippy and bold. Wow. I love the kind of snakeskin patterns within all of the very kind of bold angular shapes they use to render these bodies. So cool. How cool. Wow. It's very like a very trippy looking zine. I like it though. I dig it. Thank you, Blair, for sharing it with me and for including this illustrated slipcover as well. Neil shared with us in this beautiful envelope 6 facts that fuel their spam addiction, their gender journey, and then a copy of Dear Muse, which is their first intentional work of art magic. I cannot wait to read their notes, their letters. But for this episode, we're going to dive into my gender journey. Girls Will Be Bears, issue 0. It looks like we're looking at a collaged black and white zine, which I love. It feels like to me it's like a perzine, but instead of being text heavy and told through words, it's told more through collage and through snippets of text, which I think is a pretty cool way to just kind of like get the emotion out and onto the page. Oh, there's a picture of them. Oh, I can't wait to take a deeper dive to like really spend time with this zine and to also learn about your spam addiction. And I think I'm maybe most excited as a witchy person to check out your art magic. But most of all, I'm excited to read your letters. Thank you so much for sharing your art magic and your other zines with me and with zine reviews. Joe packed so many zines into this incredibly vibrant envelope. And I'm excited to give you a preview of one of them. But this also solves something for me. I ordered some zines from Joe, some of their Carrier Pigeon quarterly zines, and also picked up this zine, You Should Be Listening to Abner J. And they said in their letter, like, I think I already sent you that. Yeah, you did. It just took me months to get it open. Again, I feel like a broken record, but yeah, I've got to think of a more sustainable way to film these videos so it doesn't take me months to open things and to get to read page-long letters from friends. So we're going to work on that. I think that today we're going to take a peek into a legend-tripping triple feature because I'm very curious what that means. It starts with an introduction to weird, as well as a dictionary definition for what legend tripping is. It's traveling to a site of a horrific, tragic, or supernatural event in order to reinforce its veracity. So yeah, this is a kind of memoir-based perzine sharing times they went legend tripping with their dad. An encounter at Goatman Bridge and the lights in West Texas. Oh, my cryptid loving heart is very, very stoked about this one. I'm stoked about all of them though, and I'm stoked I have a multi-page letter from Joe to read and write back to. And it looks like I now have 2 copies of this Abner J fanzine, so I'll definitely make sure that this one ends up in a zine library somewhere. Thank you so much, Joe. I don't know if I said it to you, but love the envelope also. So much fun. Lexi shared this mini zine in an envelope that was sent with love, which I love. It talks about being a blue dot in a red state, which as someone who lives in a blue dot of a city in a red state, I relate. This zine, I love how the emotion is there, and it does, I can feel reading this, the cry of your heart, Lexi, and the pain in your soul. But because it is these beautiful pale blue tones and like this like aquamarine color, it's soothing at the same time. It's a reminder. Oh yeah, I feel that. It's a reminder though that making a zine can be a release. It can help us get our emotions and our frustration out into the world and to not feel alone, because now we can connect with other folks who are also blue dots. And yeah, it's soothing. Thank you, Lexi. All right, Leslie sent us this beautifully risographed card, a beautifully decorated envelope. Love that little guy. and their new zine coming out with keys. Oh, like I just said with Nina's, love the string-bound zine. Oh, and this is a different kind of take on a perzine. It is date by date musings. Wow, that caught my eye. Some of the sky is separated from us by magnitudes of winged constellation. The naked eye is famous for forming the stars into feathers of complex shapes, curving the map of our likeness. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. These poems, even though I've only actually sat and read just one, the rest I've kind of only glanced at while flipping through these pages, they seem just gorgeous. They seem sort of mystic in a way. I don't know if that's quite the correct word I'm thinking of, but I'm almost excited to, since they're daily kind of meditations, to sit with one each morning. I might put this near my coffee, where I make my coffee, and as my coffee brews, read one to myself and kind of reflect on it throughout the day. It's so special. I thought it was going to be kind of more traditional perzine, and it's not. It's a poetry zine. And oh, hi Snoopy. Interrupted by Snoopy, but he apparently likes a poetry zine. Say hi to everyone. He doesn't want to look at anything but the zine. So while I am very, very keen to meditate on one of these poems daily, looks like Snoopy's already a super fan. So yeah, thanks. Not only for me, but from Snoopy. Tess sent us a variety of stickers from their Hellhounds Hellmail subscription, as well as how to be a saint. There's an apostrophe, so it's like ain't. It looks like this might be a zine about essentially the wanting to live kind of a virtuous life, but like coming from it from the perspective of being an atheist, which that also kind of resonates with me as an atheist who, you know, I don't take my morals from a higher power. Nothing wrong with it if you do, but yeah, so this resonates with me. I especially love this on the cover, this like crying starry eye. It's very evocative. This sticker made me laugh too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tess. I'll have to find a fun place to put some of these stickers. All right, Maxine sent me this purple envelope. I love the little cat moth. Let's trade. I'm up for it. I'll drop some zines in the mail to you. And then yeah, these are zines for review and or trade maybe. Like I said, yes please, sounds good. All right, they also sent 2 mini zines, a little sticker and a note. Oh, 3 mini zines. Wait, 4 mini zines. Ah, they're multiplying like triples. But I think I'm gonna take a look at Skater Cat, because like, hello, so cute. Radical. I like Skater Cat doing all their different moves. How fun. Oh, Catabunga. Oh, I love that. Zines are such a fun way to like create characters and then put them out in the world. They're I'm talking a lot in this video about like the many different kind of outlets for your imagination, for your feelings, for your emotions that zines can be. And that's kind of one of the things I love best about this series, is that it showcases such the diversity of zines. just looking at them here, it looks like Maxine, she really like leans into creating characters and sharing them in her zines, and that's amazing. That's so cool. And Maxine, I'm going to drop some mini zines in my mailbox to trade with you. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Steve sent us a zine and a letter with the most lovely handwriting. It's so kind of gestural. And you can see that on the cover of I Have Something for You, Volume 1. This is a text-heavy, possibly fiction zine, possibly perzine. A little bit of collage, a little bit of review, and some very fun art too. The zine, it seems like a bit of a smorgasbord. There's quotes, reviews, there's collage. I like it though. It feels like a glimpse into Steve's mind. There's even an interview. I can tell this is a zine that I'm going to really want to like dive deep into, to really, you know, to settle in, a cup of tea, and just kind of let each page wash over me. It ends with the phrase, leave this where they will find it. So maybe once I'm done reading it, I might leave it in a little free library to pass it along, to kind of continue its journey into the world. As I mentioned before, I'm probably gonna read this over a cup of tea and read your letter then as well. So thank you, Steve. Abby sent along a couple of zines and a note, and then something very kind of special, a one-off zine. So I opened it thinking it might be a letter, but it is like a perzine, essentially. It says, there are two sides of me. One side wants to be free, unmoored by my possessions. I want to be able to pack up everything I own in a suitcase if need be. But equally, I feel safe surrounded by history. I'm reminded I'm here with everyone and everything else. And that's a dichotomy I feel a big connection to. It's finding that weird balance of having, not letting your things define you, but also recognizing that there are some things that are so representative. So like the title says, they're souvenirs of who we were and what we experienced, and kind of finding that balance. It feels so special to have this like a completely one-off zine, handwritten completely in my hands. What a completely special thing to receive. Thank you, Abby, for it feels like an honor getting a completely unique one-off zine in the mail. And I'm excited to try out camera roll and learn to say the same thing as well. How fun. Thank you, Abby, for sharing all of this with me. I thought since we started with a box, we would end with a box as well. These came to us from Shawnee, the empathetic chicken. So, Shawnee sent me, I am like blown away, an incredible surprise. Their tarot deck that they created, or rather their oracle deck. It's the Chicken Transition Oracle. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, I've seen this on your own YouTube channel, which Shawnee has a YouTube channel as well. You should check it out. I'm excited. Let's see if I can break into this without denting the box. And I know this isn't a zine. We're gonna look at your zine too, but I'm just too excited to like wait. So everyone gets to indulge my witchy love of tarot and oracle. There's a guidebook. And the cards themselves, oh, they've got an orange edge. How cool. We're gonna give it a shuffle and draw one and be the oracle for the day. Side note, I love their artwork, and they sent along two prints, both very Halloween appropriate. So I'll have to put those up in with my other Halloween decorations. Okay. All right, so let's see what the chickens have in store for us. Sharing. Oh, that feels like the perfect oracle card for a first impression zine review video. Not only am I sharing these zines with you, with the internet, but I am so lucky and grateful that all of y'all have shared your artwork, your zines, your thoughts, your writing with me. So thank you. Now let's take a peek inside It's All My Fault, the mini that Shawnee sent. Ooh, oh, it is moody. The voices in someone's head kind of trying to bring them down, to tell them they're worthless, and then breaking through. Like, I get it, but you can chill, because this is a mini comic and it's still happening. I love the third wall break, the acknowledgement of the form. Yeah, Shawnee, your work is so cool. Thank you for your support and for, gosh, I can't get over that I have these. They're so cool. These are gonna find a spot on my altar, and I think I'm gonna start drawing one every day along with my daily tarot draw. It was so very kind of you to share this with me. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Every time I film one of these episodes, I am just constantly reminded of like why I make zines, why I collect zines, why they are some of my absolute favorite kind of art forms to dive into. They help us connect with ourselves on a deeper level. They help us connect with others. And while I don't know if a single zine can like change the world, I do think they can create a world that is more empathetic, more in touch with our emotions, more in touch with sharing who we are, sharing our resources, sharing our skills. And yeah, that's the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world that the ethos of zine making would create. And with that, I've probably been yapping for a pretty long time, so I'm going to leave it there. Zinesters, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Bye.